everybody, I'm Mrs. Ernest, and I am very pleased to be back reading the Sunday school story to you. I'm excited for the day when we can all be back together in church again, but for the time being, we get to be together virtually. If you have your Spark Story Bible, you can bring it out and read along with me, and if not, that's okay, because I will be showing the pictures to you. First of all, before we get started, can you find where Squiggles is in this picture? I have to admit, at first I wasn't even sure if he was in this picture, but then I realized he is. Do you see him? He's really tiny. He's right down there. This story is called The Road to Emmaus. 3 days after Jesus died, Cleopas and his friend were slowly walking down the road to Emmaus. They were walking slowly because they felt very sad. Why did Jesus have to die? They wondered. After a while, a stranger began to walk along with them. The stranger was really Jesus, but Cleopas and his friend didn't know it. "What are you talking about?" the stranger asked. The men looked at each other. "Are you the only person in town who doesn't know what just happened?" they asked. They told the stranger what had happened to Jesus. "Jesus was a great teacher," Cleopas said. "We hoped he was the one God promised would save the world, but instead he died on a cross. We took Jesus' body down and put it in a tomb. This morning our friends went to the tomb, but Jesus' body was gone. They said there was an angel there instead. The angel told our friends Jesus is alive, but stop being silly," the stranger said. "How many times do you need to hear this? It was God's plan for Jesus to die and become alive again to save the world." By now, they were almost to Emmaus. Cleopas invited the stranger to stay for dinner. During dinner, the stranger picked up a loaf of bread, broke it, blessed it, and gave each man a piece. All of a sudden, Cleopas and his friend recognized the stranger. It was Jesus. But then Jesus disappeared. Cleopas and his friend jumped up, ran from the room, and went to tell the rest of Jesus' disciples that Jesus really was alive. God kept another promise. I love that story, and I love all the stories that take place after Jesus rose again. Colby, my dog, also loves that story. So before I say goodbye, I want to introduce you to my dog. He came down from a nap and he was wandering around, and he was pretty curious about what was going on. So, Colby, can you say hi? Say hi. Okay, I will see you again soon.
Good morning. Can you imagine how exciting it must have been for the disciples when they saw Jesus for the first time after he rose from the grave? I wonder how many of you know how many disciples there were. Mr. Daniels, do you know how many disciples there were?
I think there were 12.
You are right. Do you know all of their names?
No, I don't.
Well, here's a song to help you learn them. Just repeat after me. Matthew, Thomas, John, and James, the first of two.
Matthew, Thomas, John, and James, the first of two.
Philip, Peter, Andrew, and Bartholomew.
Philip, Peter, Andrew, and Bartholomew.
The other James.
The other James.
Zealous Simon.
Zealous Simon.
Fickle Judas.
Fickle Judas.
And nothing rhymes with Thaddeus.
And nothing rhymes with Thaddeus.
Sing along with us this time. Matthew, Thomas, John, and James, the first of two.
Matthew, Thomas, John, and James, the first of two.
Philip, Peter, Andrew, and Bartholomew.
Philip, Peter, Andrew, and Bartholomew.
The other James.
The other James.
Zealous Simon.
Zealous Simon.
Fickle Judas.
Fickle Judas.
And nothing rhymes with Thaddeus.
And nothing rhymes with Thaddeus.